Welcome to tonight's triangular with York, Seward, and Norris. Our first duel tonight will be York and Seward. Seward will be the home team. If you line up for introductions, please.
Norris. And we'll have York and Seward going first. And here's the Seward-York lineups. At 106, Seward is open.
At 106 pounds for York,
Isaac
Brody F.
York
Seward is open.
Of Seward.
106 will be our starting weight in this first duel. 113 pounds for York, Isaac Ciro. For Seward, Preston Duryea.
At 132,
120 pounds for York, Hudson Pollock. Seward is open.
At 138, it'll be
126 pounds for York, Coy Dyke. For Seward, Cash Duncan. 132 pounds for York, Cohen Dyke.
Of Seward. At 152, it'll be Brooks Loosefelt of York versus Connor Rosendale of Seward. At 160, it'll be Callan Hoffman of York versus Eli Hasser of Seward. At 170, it'll be Seth Erickson of York, and Seward is open. At 182, it'll be Keegan Linden of York versus Nolan Hill of Seward. At 195, York is open. At 220, York is open. And at heavyweight, Seward is open. Your extra matches will be 182, Dylan Bauer of York versus Matt Fry of Seward. And at 285, it'll be Damian Tesserek of York versus Cooper Fern of Seward. The coaches of Seward is Bob Core, and his assistants Nate Stepp, Bill Covert, Andy Stistek, and the managers Nydia Shard, Amy Sistek, and McKenna Kilsla. The coaches of York Dukes, the head coach is Brett Mahler. The assistants are Daryl Brands, Matt Brackham, Dylan Olmstead, Mike Manforo, Cordell Gloss, Brian McDale, and the managers are Hope Woods, Mel B. Nichols, Emma Stutzman, and Marie Fry. Our first match will be at 106. Brody F. will get the win for York, because Seward is open. Looks like the ref is gonna talk to Seward, just get everything ready. We should start very soon. I'm assuming this is the 113 match on right now of Isaac Ciro and Preston Duryea. And first 8 seconds just to push out. And they're having some wrist fights here. They're in on the headlocks. Ciro tries to get for the leg here. Looks like it's a shot by Ciro, and they'll take him to his back. And takedown for Suro. Had him on his back there for a little bit. And it'll be an escape for Preston Dorea. Shot by Preston Dorea. And we're with about 1 minute left. It might show on the scoreboard in the gym. Get off the switch camera. It might be an extra match. No, I didn't hear anything. $138, Dakota Brown versus Caleb Jackson. Sorry about that. Looks like we have here the 138 match, Dakota Brown of York versus Caleb Jackson of Seward. And 2 near fall for red. Looks like Dakota Brown will be on top here. 15 seconds left here in the second period. Caution on red. That's the end of the second period. Going into the third period, York selects neutral. Oh no, York selects to, yeah, York selects to go neutral. Caution, another caution on red. Our next match will be at 1:45, Franklin Musquet versus Brecken Soph. And a little wrestling at the end of the mat, and they go out of bounds. They'll reset back in the middle here. Takedown for Dakota Brown, right to the back. He'll get some near fall here. 3 near fall. Settling in for the pin here. And pinned. Dakota Brown of York pins Caleb Jackson of Seward. That was a good match there. And here's an extra match. Looks like we'll have Damien Teresk of York versus Cooper Fern of Seward. That's just what I'm guessing. I think I know why now. Headlock here with about a minute to go here in the first period. Actually, I think last match was Dylan Bauer pinning Matt Fry of Seward. I was just basing it off of what Track Wrestling says. Another headlock here. And takedown for Damien Teresk, 2-0. And to the back. Teresk goes to the back right away. And he's got Fern in a nice half Nelson and a pin. Less than a period here. Right to the back. You got him put in a... Oh. Now I think we have the varsity matches now. Yep. Captains of both teams are out there. So York won both JV matches.
That controller would be a lot smoother to operate than that one.
Oh, yeah, let's go over here. Put on a headset. And here's our first varsity match of the night. At 106, we'll have Brody Epp and Seward was open. So now we'll move to 113. Isaac Serraro of York versus Preston Dorea of Seward. And caution green. Quick caution there for Seward. I'm Mitchell Severson. I'm here with my good pal Braden Flint. I will be guiding you. Braden will supply the jokes. And they're in a headlock here. A minute 30 left here in the first period. York on the attack here with and it's 6-0 Seward because of the open. Seward in a shot here. And no control, and Preston Dorea get 2 points for Preston Dorea. And Sororo looks like he just needs to break a headlock there and get around him, and he might have a takedown. But that will drain down the first period. After one, I think it's 2-0 Preston Dorea. Dorea will be on top here. And we're starting the second period. Dorea goes in with a quick power half there. Stripped away by Sororo. And he's building back up. He might have a reversal here. He's got the leg. And he's got a strong base there. Just got to lift up and drive. He's losing his grip on the legs though. About a minute left here in the second period. Dorea still fighting to retain control. Still here, I think. And I do believe that will be an escape for Sororo, making it 2-1. And Dorea has him on his back here. We'll get a couple near fall, 3 near fall. 3 near fall for Dorea, making it 7-1. Yeah, takedown plus 3 near fall, 5. 7-1. I'm here with the math whiz too.
Yeah.
Osorio is building back up. Looks like he might get a quick take. And that will be the end of the second period. Going into the third period, Dorea leads 7-1. Dorea chooses to go to the bottom. And Dorea has gotten out of it a little bit, and he just needs to build back up. Oh, he's got a leg. And that's going to be a reversal if Serio loses control. He's going to, I think he might lose it soon. Serio just looks anguished, and that's straight to the back. He'll get a reversal plus a couple near fall. So it'll be 9-1. 3 near fall at least, possibly a pin coming. 6 crucial points, and there's a pin. With 1:08 left in the third period, Preston Dorea pins Isaac Serio. Our next match will be at 1:20. Seward is open. So then our next match will be Cash Duncan of Seward versus Koi Jiek of York. This has been a quick match so far. Green has 3, red has 2. So Jiek, I think, has 3. Duncan has 2. With only a minute remaining in the first period. And Jiek is going to get some near fall here. The next match will be a 132 match, Cohen Dye versus Trenton Hobson. 3 near fall for Koijiek, making it 5-1-2, sorry. Tomorrow on NSTV, there will be girls and boys basketball games, Norris versus Freeman. Giac is going to get some near fall here. Close to a pin. No pin yet. He's got 3 at least. 3 more near fall. 8-2. And that's the end of the second period. Going into the third period. Going into the second period. York chooses to go neutral. And takedown for Giac. And that's going to turn him up to his back. He's got 3 in the pocket. Pin. Giac pins Cash Duncan with 1:33 left in the second period. It is not 12-6 Seward, it is 12-6 York. I guess York found somebody to wrestle at 120 because now we have a 126 match. I am assuming that will be the Giac versus Cash Duncan match. Track wrestling has not been a big help here, and yet it has been a lifeline. Caution. 1 point Giac. Headlock on top, I think. It was just brought down forcefully. So I think Giac now is leading. What do you think, Flinty?
I think so too.
Yeah, okay. Man of many words. Oh, rolled into his back here. There will be 2 near fall. Oh no, sorry, Duncan is leading. He is leading 3-1. Got in a headlock there to his back. He's got pin. And Cash Duncan pins Giac with 50 seconds remaining in the first period. So that makes it 12-12. Now we have the 132 match. Cohen Dye versus Trenton Hobson. Our next duel will be Norris versus York. Quick push out of bounds, 1:52 left in the first period. Shot by Dye, Cohen Dye. No control, and Trenton Hobbs gets a takedown. He's going to hold it in bounds. And they're going to call him out. Trenton Hobson, and back to the middle, quick push out. Almost an escape there by Cohen Dye. And, oh, to the back. Trenton Hobson took Cohen Dye to the back. Right, trying to escape, and possible pin. 3 near fall off the edge of the mat, making it 5-0. And to the back again, no near fall though. And to the back again, more near fall. He's got 3 in the pocket here. He'll get 3 near fall, 8-0. Trenton Hobson. Up next, we'll have the 138 match, Dakota Brown versus Caleb Jackson. Gonna try to sit out here. 7 seconds remaining in the first period. And that will wind down the first period. Going into the second period. Cohen Dye 0, Trenton Hobbs 8. Starting the second period here. Trenton Hobbs still leading 8-0. To the back, Trenton Hobson. And pin. Trenton Hobson gets the pin, and it's now 18-12 Seward. Up next, we have the 138 match, Dakota Brown versus Caleb Jackson. And we're wrestling here. Jackson in on the shot here. He still has the leg. He's gonna get some control. And that'll be a takedown for Jackson. There's hand fighting at the bottom. Still hand fighting at the bottom. Next match we have 145 Brett Schoaf against York's Franklin Musquet. And that's the end of the first period. 2-0. Here we are back in the second period. Jackson in on the shot here. Takedown for Dakota Brown, and that makes it 2-2. Reversal for Jackson, 4-2. .35 seconds left here in the second period. Jackson is on top. Got him in a cradle there for a second, no near fall. And that will wind down the second period. Going into the third period, Jackson leads 4-2. To the back. He's going to get some near fall. Got a headlock in. He's got 3 in the pocket easily. And I think that will become 3 near fall. 3 points for Caleb Jackson. And that makes it 7-2. Jackson in on the shot. He's got 1 leg. Might transfer over to 2. He's gonna call stalemate, and Jackson will be on bottom. So Dakota Brown will be on top here with about a minute left in the third period, hoping to stage a small comeback. Looks like he just got cautioned. Point Jackson, making it 9-2. And he goes right into a shot. With about 30 seconds left, Jackson, if he plays defensively, should go into an easy victory here. Jackson still has a leg. And Dakota Brown picks up a leg. Jackson starts to drive. Brown's just kind of riding him right now with that. But the only thing from keeping Brown from getting points was the leg Jackson was holding. And that was the end of the match. 8, Caleb Jackson 8, Dakota Brown 2. Oh, we're going into overtime. I have no idea why. Guess I counted wrong. Minute of overtime. Brown wins quickly with in 13 seconds. I have no idea what the score was, but all I know is that Dakota Brown just won. I blame myself. Flinty blames himself, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And the next match. At 145, Brett Schoaf of Seward and Franklin Mussingay of York. And here we go. We're starting to wrestle. And they're wrestling near the edge of the mat, and they'll go back to the center. And kind of just a little hand fighting. Drops level. And Schoaf gets a quick leg there. He's got a head in the leg to the back. 2 points for Brett Schoaf. Schoaf is leading 2-0, and they go out of bounds. And Schoaf will cover here. And not a lot of attacking or defense, just Mussingay being defensive and slowly building up. Here we go. Now we got a little bit of a situation here. I think... No. Situation. The scramble has pretty much ended. They're just wrestling near the edge of the mat here. 3 seconds left. And that's the end of the first period. Going into the second period. Brett Schoaf 2. Franklin Mussingay 0. Started in neutral position. Okay. And Brett Schoaf gets another takedown. 4 points for Brett Schoaf today in this match. Yeah.
Is Carlson never shut up? What? So you don't want to take a photo?
.30 seconds left here. Up next, we have the 152 match. Connor Rosendale versus York's Brooks Lufsfeld. And 2 points red. I think it's 4-2 in favor of Schulf. I'm not 100% sure. I don't have the score readily available at this time. And there's a good look at the Norris team getting ready for their next duel. And Schulf has him, gets Musengay to his back. 3 in the pocket here. 2 near fall. Sorry. Might have. Looks like we will have blood time here. And now I'm joined with my good friend.
Oh, I muted him. That was the purpose. I jumped in here so I can mute Punch. Mitch, how we doing?
Good.
Looks like a brand new mat they're wrestling on here.
That's what I noticed too.
Yeah, they the color switched last year from
Yeah. Royal blue to like navy blue.
navy. Yeah, for sure. Titans coming up after this.
Yeah.
Score is
18-15.
Is it updated?
Yeah.
Where'd we start at? I just jumped in here.
106.
106. Oh,
Yeah.
so they start at the bottom.
Yeah.
Cool.
Brody Epp got an open against, was open. Suro beat, and then it was 113, and then 120, and so on and so forth.
Brian Woolsey on the mat refereeing, long-time referee for the NSA. He's been in the state tournament many, many times.
Track wrestling.
On the stand-up, return to the mat. Nice lift.
Is Schof versus Musengay.
Sure. All right. This is definitely a wrestling name right here at 145. Brett Schaff. Is Schaff, okay. And Musengay, all right, from the York Dukes. Can't wait for the 170.
Up by Musengay. Well, I guess new mats come with new jerseys.
Oh, yeah, new mats come with new unis, that's for sure. Definitely the wrestling team upgraded this year. They got both, they got 2 different singlets this year. Man, that picture is very, very clear, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is way, way upgraded. I wish you guys could see our studio here. It's amazing. I'm sure NSDV crew like Mr. Carlson will put it out and show you guys. Here with me. Oh, to his back.
Takedown for Schof.
Shep he didn't get it back count, but Woolsey was on it quick.
Yeah. A lot of pins here so far in this duel.
let's see here. I started coaching when I was about 18, 19 or 20 in Beatrice. And
Looks like we'll have another blood time here.
Woolsey was refereeing then back in Wymore, Nebraska. So he's been doing it for about close to 30 years. You know what his occupation is, right?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, picks up, he's a transfer for deceased bodies. So he'll go pick them up for the coroner or the funeral house and deliver them where they need to be. Great dude. Great dude. Been in the state tournament referee many, many, many times. Got to get that blood wiped off that white circle, huh?
Yeah, they had to do that a lot with me when I was wrestling.
Oh, yeah. You get beat up or you
Yeah.
just had a blade?
Yeah, I got my nose cauterized.
Oh, yes, yes. It's a tough sport. Those cross faces are
Yeah.
not fun.
Yeah.
Probably the highlight matches coming up. I talked to Coach Severson, Phil's uncle, and he said Duncan and Hill from Seward are pretty doggone good. And then Erickson is really good as well.
Yeah, Cash Duncan, I think, won his match versus Cohen Dye, I think, or Hudson Holich.
And then the Louisville kid from York is
coming up next.
Coming up next is 152 pounds. This match is done. And this will bring up Louisville is Kenny Louisville's kid. Kenny used to coach at Madison, Nebraska. Great wrestling program up there. I think he won a couple state championships, and they are always in the hunt for it. And they had a number of kids to win it. So, this is Kenny's kid. Kenny's at York. He's the middle school principal at York, and Chance Hosey comes out and gets some blood up, cleaned up. It looks like. So here we go. Louisville versus
Connor Rosendale.
Rosendale on the shot. Man, he's all over him.
2 quick points for Rosendale. Seward has really been coming out quick in these matches. Seward is leading the duel 22-15. Still not out of the reach for York.
Coach for the York Dukes, Brett Mahler. I believe he used to be at Sargent. Then you got Darren Brazil, Matt Bracken, Dylan Olmsted, Mike Munfor, Brian McDaniel, head coach for the Seward Blue Jays, Bob Core, Nate Stepp, Bill Clover, and Andy Sistek are the assistants.
Still 2-0 here in the 152 match. About 45 seconds left.
It looks like Rosendale's just kind of bigger and stronger. We don't have grades on our program of what these guys are, but I think Lewis is a freshman. Well, I know he's a freshman, and I'm not sure about Rosendale. I was actually trying to find some ratings today, and I mean, it's very, very, very tough deal. This is amazing, man. I'm just telling you right now. I came in here and I was just watching, and Mitch is trying to look up some grades here. But these students in the middle school run this view, okay? And I'll have to get better with all their names because I'm bad with names. I just know Mitch because I've been doing it with him for about 3 years, right? Baseball or wrestling.
Yeah.
So Rosendale all over Louisville. Rosendale defers. Lewisfeld's going to take neutral. I don't think he wanted to take down, man. He got taken down like in the first 15 minutes in the first period, and he just got rode out. On a shot, Lewisfeld. Scramble situation. Stalemate called by Woolsey. Lewisville was actually Coach Lewisville, which is
Lewisfeld in on the single leg takedown here.
again, and I'm telling you, Rosendale just is a good scrambler. Lewisville is actually, his dad was from Rushville, state championship team out there. Oh, Lewisville's trying to come out the back. He's going to come out the back. Rosendale's hanging. This would be, I think this is a, ooh, that was a heck of a move by Rosendale coming back. Lewisville had him pretty good on the scramble situation, and then Rosendale, now he's just stretched and long. He's just hanging on here. Lewisfeld's just hanging on, trying to keep him from going behind. There's a shuck, and there's the go behind by Rosendale. It's a good scramble by the young Rosenfeld. Thanks to Lucy for running the Zoom camera. I mean, that is a great picture. It's better than just what we had not too long in the back, which was basically you had the background of everybody and you didn't follow very well. All right, Rosendale is on Lewisfeld. 4 seconds left. And Rosendale will have a choice in the third period. He's going to take down. Started at 106 at 152 right now. Both lines are full except for 2 weights off for York and 3 weights for Seward.
Rosendale is leading 4-0 against Lewisfeld.
Yeah, he just got the reversal, so that makes it 6. Mitch was looking at his phone. You can't blame that on him. He was just got the reversal at the start of the third period. 1:32 left. Rosendale seems definitely in charge of this match.
Just got to play defensively and not get taken to the back.
Absolutely, it is. That's a definitely good point. You just want to you want to like you're doing something here, you know, and don't want to get yourself out of position.
Track wrestling just updated. It's now 6-0 Lewisfeld. So I guess they now just counted the reversal.
Yes, they did. Run him out of bounds. No change of control. And Lewisfeld is back down. Rosenthal waits for motion on by referee. You can see Rosendale's not going to like tempt his hand here. He's not going to tip his hand. He's just going to look like he's doing some action. Yeah, and he hasn't been warned for stalling yet.
So he can take a
little
few
tip.
calls. And with a 6-0 lead, you can take a few stall calls.
Yeah, I mean, yep, for sure. And there's, Lewisfeld.
Oh,
my
reversal
goodness.
For Lewisfeld. And that makes it 6-2.
6-2. Lewisfeld step over. It was a step over. Pretty close.
And he let him go, and that makes it 7-2. I don't think he's gonna win now. Nope. final. Connor Rosendale 7, Brooks Loosefelt 2.
Brooks, I think he's just a little underaged there. I think he was younger. I think
Yeah.
he was a little young. All right, 160-pound match. What do we got here?
Colin Hoffman versus Eli Heiser.
Good matchup here. Seward's up 25-15 over the Dukes. Takedown.
Quick takedown there by
Heiser.
Yeah. Minute 30 left in the first period.
Heiser's on top. He's running a power ride.
Yeah.
Knee in front. Just basically half and wing on the knees.
Great. Sucking the arm back.
Hoffman tried to roll. Didn't work out. A little Granby roll.
That's me.
Heiser's still on top. 30 seconds left. Beautiful looking mat.
Yeah.
Did they just get that this year, Mitch? I didn't see it
I think
last year.
so, yeah. Can't wait to see the Norris's unis though.
They're good looking unis. I saw them in the preview.
Oh, good chicken wing there by Heiser. Just didn't get finished. 2.2 seconds left.
All right. Heiser on top. Woolsey motions him on.
There's been a couple cautions about getting on too early, I think.
Oh,
today.
really?
Yeah.
Well, it's all about position. You can get on too early. You
Yeah.
can start too early, but then your hand has to be on the elbow and then
Yeah.
on the belly. Looks like they have a little tape problem.
Yeah.
And the team comes out to fix it.
Yep. Quick piece of teamwork. When we pick up, we'll start the second period.
They're doing this now because it separates, so you can't have a crack in
Yeah.
that mat at all. It just isn't going to work.
Up next on 170, it looks like Seward is open.
So, Mitch, what do you think of the new colors? I mean, your family's like born and bred Norris, and the traditional colors were royal and
blue.
white and and red. So, what do you think?
I mean, it's not a big change between royal blue and navy blue, or what I can see, but I like the royal blue better because it's brighter and.
Yes. All right. 2-0.
Yep.
2-0. With Heiser on top. See what happens here. It could go quick because we got 1, 2, 3, 4 opens in the next
5.
matches, so I think maybe only have one. Heiser, duck under to a takedown.
Makes it 4-0. About a minute left here. Still not out of reach for the York Dukes. Wrestling near the edge of the mat here.
All right. 4-0.
Stall call on Callan Hoffman.
It was on Heiser. Hoffman's on the bottom, right? I'm just trying to get this.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I mean,
it's track's messed up, it looks like, right?
yeah.
I mean, I'm just watching this match, and Heiser got both takedowns. Heiser's trying to take him to a back with a reverse quarter. It's called a butcher. Woolsey's was on the count.
No count.
On the chicken wing. Heiser all over
And that'll
him.
bring to the end of the second period.
I believe the score is 4-0.
Yes, it
Heiser. Oh, did they switch it right now?
Yeah, it's
All right.
4-0.
All right. Heiser has choice. Chooses down. Hoffman on top.
All Heiser has to do is kind of just look like he's doing something.
With the reversal. 6-0 now.
Now he just has to ride it out here.
Yeah, this is where the bottom guy has to go in some danger. He has to kind of like open up his game a little bit.
Yeah.
And this is when Heiser just has to sit back and, you know, try to figure out if something's there or not. Or go for the pin.
Yeah.
Which York is down, so Heiser, if
Over
he
to the
gets this
back.
taken care of with the butcher.
He's got at least 3.
He's got, yep, 3 in the pocket.
3 near fall. That makes it 9-0. And back again. I think he got 2.
He did have 2 down.
That makes it 11-0.
2-2. Hoffman got the reversal and the escape. What a wild one at the end, huh? Scoreboard's trying to catch up. I think it's about 12 to 2.
Yeah.
Lucy's doing a great job zooming here.
Heiser in on the double leg takedown, then he'll get 2 more. It's now 14-2.
He could try to go for the, oh, he's just on him.
Yeah.
He's trying to go for that butcher again to get some more back.
He
He's
might
gonna
get it soon.
Or the fall.
There, he'll get 1, 2. Yeah, he got 2 at least.
Oh, he is going for the fall. This would be big. This would put it out of reach.
3 near fall.
17-2 came for the Tech.
Still good points.
For those of you that don't know, Tech fall is 15. If you beat your point by 15, you get 5 points in a duel. Pin, you get 6. 4 points for a major, 3 points for regular.
Oh, not out of reach yet.
This is where we will have everybody coming on. This is a forfeit.
And 6 points to York. Now we have the 182 match. Nolan Hill versus Keegan Linden.
York still has a chance if they get this here. Linden's going to take a forfeit.
So that makes it 36-21. I think it's out of reach now.
Yes. Seward just moved some guys around. They had some JV guys they bumped in, so
Yeah.
don't necessarily know who those. This is 220. 220 is going to be open for the
Dukes.
Dukes. Are going to They moved a guy up. That's what they had to
Yeah.
do. I don't know necessarily the names because we don't have on the programs and they don't have names on the back of their unis. So,
But he looks very undersized.
yes. I think this is 220, isn't it?
I think it's 195. That's what it
190.
says on the
Oh,
scoreboard.
195. Well, I think they bumped up Keegan Linden. I think. I'm not for sure.
Yeah, that would sound about right.
And they brought in a snap down, takedown.
2 quick points there.
Is it on track yet there?
Let's see here. It is Keegan Linden versus Aja Utek.
Keegan Linden.
Reversal.
Reversal, yes.
Now it's all tied up.
2-2.
Yeah, it's 2-2.
All right. Two. Linden versus Utek. Beautiful day today. Oh, Utek with the turn. Got him in a cradle.
And I think
Woolsey does not waste time.
Pin. Keegan Linden pins Aja Utek. And that will be a quick end to the duel.
Utek.
Because both matches are open.
Unless they're changed something up. Unless they
Yeah.
bump somebody in.
Unless the Seward moved Cooper Fern up to the 285 match.
Absolutely. Hey, there's your uncle.
Yep.
Want to congratulate Coach Severson.
Great career.
Great career. Great dude. Like an amazing guy. He announced he's gonna retire from teaching, and I'm assuming that's coaching this year.
Looks like they did bump up Cooper Fern.
So Fern against
Cadence Valdi.
Fern. Scores 42-7. Seward has this locked up going into the last match. Head tie. Both guys come in, lock up.
Looks like Seward's Cooper Fern is a little undersized for the 285 category.
Yeah, I don't think either one of these. Well, Fern definitely looks. I mean, is it Fern or Waldron from Seward? Definitely looks undersized.
Fern is from Seward.
Fern is from Seward. Yeah. Valetti from
York.
is pretty good. Pretty
Yeah.
good size, but you know that's a big weight class.
Yeah.
It goes from 220 to 285.
Yeah.
That's 60 pounds.
So yeah, there's a lot of things that could go in there.
Right. And I don't think of all these, bringing 285 right there. I'm not, going to test him out, but it's kind of heavyweight matches. Kind of like head tie. Seems kind of interesting.
Yep.
Boring. Sometimes it just takes the big splash to make the action.
Yeah.
"30 seconds left. Nothing big. Oh, Vlade gets on top. Snap down.
Yeah. Takedown for 2 for Vlade.
Vlade takedown. Was a good snap down.
He's gonna drag him back in.
Definitely drug him back in. Very much the aggressor on top.
Yes.
Water's trying to just figure out how to get underneath. You can definitely tell the size difference here.
Yeah. That's the end of the first period. Vlade leading 2-0.
Right.
Vlade chooses to go down. Let's see how he was good at the top, but let's see how he does on the bottom.
It's going to be a caution, I think. Oh, he
No
just held him
caution.
in the gate a little bit.
Building suspense there.
Yeah. There's not much like Woolsey. Woolsey likes getting it over quick. Boom. Let's go.
This will be the last match of this duel. Up next, we'll have Norris versus York.
What they usually do in these duels is whoever has to travel the farthest gets the first and second duel.
Yeah.
If you're away, so Vlade with
Reversal for Vlade. 4-0.
Norris is warming up in the back.
On the practice mat or the old main mat.
Yeah, I don't know how many mats they got. Vlade gets called for stalling on top. Kind of. No big deal, right?
Yeah, he's
He's
got
in control of the
4-0.
match. Yeah.
3 minutes left in the thing, in the match.
You just can't sit on the hips there.
No.
And Woolsey's all about action, and he wants you to go for the fall or look for the turn and just not sit back on the hips.
Yeah.
Power half out to the left side.
.30 seconds left in the second period.
Great view of these matches. I'm just telling you, these kids are doing an awesome job.
I think we've upgraded this year for the wrestling.
Definitely, we upgraded. We got some good stuff. Lottie out trying to pull up an arm bar. In case you know, these guys got this room updated and basically have the middle schoolers basically run the room, and sometimes we get some high schoolers for guest appearances on announcing. And they bought a new TriCaster. If you don't know what that is, go Google it because it's a big deal. It's basically a big, huge internal computer that runs multiple channels through it. So on this one, if you can see, we have the scoreboard. We have the match, the main camera. Then we have another camera. Then we got Lucy on the remote control zoom in. Vlade takedown, just kind of like threw him down.
Yeah.
Bag of potatoes.
That's what you have to do in the heavier weights.
Trying to run it power half, left side again. Woodward's just trying to fight him off. Woodward's a strong young man.
Got a lot of potential.
Vlade hasn't, and it just is not gonna. It's not gonna work out for him.
Yeah, there's a pin, but it won't be enough for the York Dukes. Seward wins 42-33.
48. They just have to add that pin on yet, right?
No.
Oh, they already added it on.
No, it would. York won.
Yeah.
York won the.
Oh, right. Oh, geez, Mitch, you're like good. They're trying to redo it on the scoreboard. That will bring up the Titans and York Dukes in the next matchup. Looks like Norris has 6 open. Ben Stanley at 13, which I think they start out at now. I think they just advance up a weight. 120s open. Mitchell Jacobs 126. Chase Eggleston 32. Caden Eggleston 138. Qualifiers last year. Brigham Schoenebeck 145. Cooper Bice 152. Joe Coteau was also a qualifier last year for the state tournament. 170. Cooper Spalding. That could be the match of the night. Spalding versus Erickson. Both are returning qualifiers. Shane Beck was a match away from calling by last year. He'll wrestle Linden, which could be a good matchup. Zach Roth is going to be at your 95-pounder for the Titans. 220s Harrison Hudson, and 285 is Spencer Jacobs.
Still in NSDV, though.
Still in NSDV, that
Yeah.
Jacobs is, huh?
Mm-hmm.
For your Dukes, 106 is Brody Epp, and 13's Isaac Kiro. Hudson Holick is 120. Cohen Dyes, 132. Dakota Brown's 138. 145 is Franklin Musgrave. 52 is Brooks Lewisfield. He'll be going against Cooper Bryce. 60 is Callan Hoffman. 170, Seth Erickson. Kagan Linden, 182. They're open at 95 and 220. And then Cadence Alade is going to take on Spencer Jacobs.
There's 4 extra matches for the Norris duel. 2? Okay. Oh, yeah. 4 extra matches. At 138, Aaron Jacobs versus Thomas Blonde. At 138, Price Kenson of Norris versus Emmett Hoffman.
Norris versus York. This match will start at
Also at 138, Carter Wagner of Norris versus Emmett Hoffman. At 170, Dimitri Dush of Norris versus Lane Meth of York. And Eric Hall of Norris versus Dylan Bauer of York. We'll be back on NSTV in a little bit.
At 113 pounds for York, Isaac Searle. For Norris, Benjamin Stanley. At 120 pounds for York, Hudson Holick. Norris is open. At 126 pounds for York, Coy Geik. For Norris, Mitchell Jacobs. At 132 pounds for York, Cohen Dye. For Norris, Chase Eggleston. At 138 pounds for York, Dakota Brown. And for Norris, Caden Eggleston. At 145 pounds for York, Franklin Lisage. For Norris, Brigham Steinbeck. At 152 pounds for York, Brooks Lewisfield. And for Norris, Cooper Bryce. At 160 pounds for York, Kellen Hoffman. And for Norris, Hayden Richards. At 170 pounds for York, Seth Erickson. And for Norris, Cooper Spalding. At 182 pounds for York, Keegan Linden. And for Norris, Benjamin Steinbeck. At 195 pounds, York is open. For the Titans, Zach Groth. At 220 pounds, York is open. And for the Titans, Harrison Hudson. And at 285 pounds, York has Cadence Velde. And the Titans, Spencer Jacobs. If you would now please rise for the playing of our national anthem. exhibition matches here first.
Here we go. We got the extra matches going on here. It's the 138 Bryce Kinson of Norris versus Emmett Hoffman of York. Emmett Hoffman is leading 2-0. And now we're winding down the first period.
Scoreboard's not running during these junior varsity matches. We have 4 of them there, Mitch.
Yeah.
And this is?
138 Bryce Kinson of Norris versus Emmett Hoffman. I know there was some blood time.
That was end of the first period. Hoffman's up 2-0. Kinson's going to take top. And we want to thank everybody for watching, and our crew that's doing it, Mitch, Lucy, and Brooks. And also we got to thank like Mr. Carlson and
Mr. Williams.
Mr. Williams for sure. If you guys ever come to Norris on this whole campus, you should ask to see the studio in the middle school. It's amazing. It's been on the takedown, circle and left. 2 for half.
Reversal. Oh no, that's a takedown.
Oh, actually, it was escape and takedown,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it was escape and takedown.
All right. Me and Mitch get along pretty well here. He's a baseball fan. I'm a baseball fan. The only thing we don't have in common is like he's diehard Cardinals. It's like, which I don't dislike anybody in baseball except for the Yankees and the Astros who cheat. But anyway, so I can deal with them. So I just always like giving Mitch grief about the Cardinals.
And you're a Cubs fan, so.
I do like I like all baseball. I can root for the Cubs. I can. Oh, he got him turned to his back. Woolsey's on the count.
Pin.
Pen. We got the scoreboard up and everything, Lucy. Norris is spelled right. Yours is spelled right. York is spelled right. We're good.
Got
that
huge
right.
kerfluffle just to get it up.
It was a funny story. Mr. Carlson wanted to change the scoreboard because we had, of course, Norris. And, I mean, we had York and Seward up before, so we had to change it to Norris and York. And we had to find it, and technology's fun. All right, who we have here, Mitch?
Oh, boy. Aaron Jacobson of Norris versus Thomas Bondi of York. And that's a 138 match.
Bowden with the takedowns, trying to get the legs in. Jacobson hasn't hooked. Oh, no, he doesn't. Cross face, gets him flat.
To the back. 3 in the pocket.
Looking to reverse that half. Now he has a regular half in.
That's
I'm just
good.
telling you, you do not want to be here with Woolsey. It's just, you don't want to be there. Jacobson fights through, trying to get that arm through. Very, very good. Oh, he's going to try to pull him under.
And he'll get a reverse.
5-2 on the reversal. Let's see if he can get some back points out of it.
No.
Nothing. Looking for the cradle.
Still got some
Oh,
points. and
it
he's on
pulls
the
him
board.
right on top of him.
And that'll be a reversal. And to the back.
7-2. 3 back. 2 back. Oh, 3 back. 10-2.
Track still huge scoring speed. Track needs to update. Yep, it's 10-2.
Jacobson on top. All over Bowden. Bowden's reaching for a leg, which is really not a good position to be reaching for the leg because you're just opening up your arms.
Yeah.
Kind of wasted energy.
Yep.
Jacobson out on the, Bowden out on the right, left side.
The period started and was mainly chaotic, but we're ending it peacefully here.
I love Mitch. He's just the nicest guy in the world. Peaceful is always good, right?
Yeah.
For sure. Mitch, you in 8th grade right now?
Yeah.
Lucy? 6. Brooke, 7th? So we got 6th, 7th, and 8th grader running the show. Neutral is where we go second period.
And you don't have that usually at other schools. Okay. Ooh, quick
Do
blast,
this?
double leg takedown.
Lucy's out. I'm going to zoom, so if I mess it up, let me know. Oh, that was bad.
If press A, it'll autofocus. If you get out of focus.
All right, how do I move it? Oh,
Joystick. Brooks, you want to go run it?
oh, I got this. I used to play games when I was a kid. It's going to be really hard for me now. I'm upping my game here, man. Yo, man, how do I zoom? Oh, for the turn. Got him on his back. Definitely
Pin.
searching for it. Woolsey with the fall. See, sorry about that, people. Brings up the next JV match, right?
That brings up.
Mitch, you're going to be on your own for a minute. I'm playing games here.
Okay. Looks like a 170 match. Demetrius Dush of Norris versus Lane Meth of York.
Demetrius on a
Quick
crossface.
by Meath.
That's why I was never a very good gamer. I always got the up and down and the left right mixed up. So 0-0.
Got a cover here for Meath.
Got to get his head. There we go.
That's 2.
170. Lane Meath. Sana Butcher.
Circling. .45 seconds left here in the second period.
Doesn't get what he's wanting. Looking back, coming over. Kind of a yawner. Mitch is yawning over here, trying to wake him up. Where's the good joystick?
Where did it go?
Oh. Brooks is using it, huh?
Is it plugged in? No.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think we got this one hooked up here. That one is amazing joystick. It's not hooked up, is it?
I don't know.
All right, here we go.
That brings
Match
up
is over. Eric Hall's coming out. Eric was a freshman last year. I mean, freshman this year. Was in middle school last year. Hall versus
Dylan Bauer.
Dylan Bauer. Just had wrestle-offs. Hall, I think, had to wrestle Cooper Spalding, returning qualifier as a freshman. Eric Hall wrestling Spalding. Probably a little undermatched. See Ben Stanley over there getting warmed up. Getting ready for his 113-pound match. Dr. Swartz in the background as well. Supporting the Titan wrestling team. All right. Coming back to the middle. Hall's a good-looking specimen for a freshman at 170 pounds. On the 2-on-1 wrist tie. This is definitely upgrade. I'm going to show you guys what you... Oh! Underhook. He's got a Chancery running on him. And Hall shoots back in on a single. This is a 50-50 proposition here. Best, and they come out. No damage. So you know, I'm just going... Oh, Eric Hall on the takedown. Circling to the right.
Single leg. Just got to trip him here to his feet.
Got to find the takedown. He does have his hips covered, which is definitely going to be 2. Well, these guys are going out of bounds. I'm going to show you this view that what they used to have, okay? This is how it used to be, right, Mitch?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
This is how it used to be, like, before we got the new equipment. You know what I'm saying? Now you can go a lot deeper and better just right in the studio. You understand, we're filming this in the middle school, right, Mitch?
Yeah.
And this is taking place in the high school competition gym. Eric Hall up 2-0. Just got that takedown left with 24 seconds left. Hall on top. Snap back on the chin, trying to get some points.
Yep. Bauer seems a little faster than Hall.
Yeah. Hall is strong, though. I
Yeah.
do know that.
He was on my baseball team one year, and he just hit him far.
He just hit him far.
Yeah.
2-0. Eric Hall going into the second period.
Yep.
Hall's going to choose down. Hall down on the whistle. Reversal right away. Woolsey calls it.
4-0 Hall.
Good escape there. Hot fought. Now Hall on his feet.
They're in a headlock now.
Scores 4-2, and Hall's really provided all the action.
Yeah. Bauer's just gotten the 2 escapes.
2 escapes. Hall back in on the shot. Circles to the right for that single, which he's got a really good job of doing. Bauer's on the wing, stuffing the head.
Hall likes that single leg takedown style.
Takedown again by Hall right on the edge.
6-2.
Thanks to Brooks for telling me, move it, man, move it. Sorry, I was looking for the score, and I got it going on. Give me a
40
second.
seconds
Brooks,
left in the second
are you
period.
doing that? Can you do that and this? Oh, if you can, I can do it. Like, I'm really bad at it. All right, on the top, Hall's up 6-2. To his back, almost had 2. It was like 1 3/4, huh?
Yeah.
Brian Woolsey does not hesitate to pull the gun out of the holster to do back points. That's for sure.
That's true. Got another single stroke.
If you expose, he is going to call you on it.
Yep. And they go out of bounds. And they come back in the middle. Hall leads 6-2.
On their feet. Third period, Hall's up 6-2. Over Bauer. Norris has another duel after this one with Seward.
Yep. Seward won its first duel 42-33 against York. Blast double leg by Eric Hall.
Got to keep that head up when he shoots. It'd do him better. Goes out to the side. That's going to be 2. He has everything covered up.
And that makes it 8-2.
Hall does have a good future in wrestling. He's a big, strong kid, very aggressive. Snap back.
To the back. That's going to be near fall. That might be a pin.
He's going to settle
Fall.
in. Fall.
Eric Hall pins Dylan Bauer.
They're doing a spotlight here.
Oh. I thought that was something our technology did.
I think it's a spotlight duel, which is going to be hard. How's that on your guys' picture?
It's fine over here.
All right.
Oh.
New spotlight added in the high school.
I didn't know
Spotlight
that.
tool. I guess they're going to do both of them. Had this happen a couple times with the duels. No number of referees, and they say it's really cool. It's a really good effect. It is, but sometimes when you're looking for back points and near fall, this like the shadow and stuff is really hard for them. I know Spades.
Well, we have an experienced referee here.
Experienced for sure. I'm sure Woolsey's seen a number of these matches. Norris coached by Brian Duran, Phil Severson, Eric Tigerstrom, Sean Hall, Chauncey Zeman. York coached by Brett Mahler, Daryl Brands, Mac Bracken, Dylan Olmstead, Mike Manfro, Cordell Klaus. I think he's related to Nate Klaus from Palmer. Brian McDaniel. They're doing the flip here to see who goes odd and even.
Oh.
Spalding, Eggleston, Joe Croteau, and who else is out there for the Titans?
It's both Eggleston.
Eggleston, Croteau, and Spalding. Here comes Brian Duran. They have choice. This is the thing in wrestling that people might not understand. You have to show first if you have choice on odd or even. So right now, this is the first match. Choice. We're going at 113. Ben Stanley against Isaac Carroll. I'm like working this. So is that good enough for a view for you guys or what? Yeah?
Takedown for Ben Stanley. 2-0.
Stanley with the legs in. Can't really tell what's going here. I know we got a back point called by Woolsey's.
I think it's going to be very close to a pin here.
You can't pin him out of bounds now as long as your toes are in.
And he's going to call him out of bounds. It'll be a 3 near fall, though. So now it will be 5-0.
Stanley on top. Sophomore, I believe. I think.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to zoom in here more, guys, to get a better picture.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's good.
Puts both of the hooks in.
Yeah. Just going to settle in for a nice ride here.
Got him turned with the power half.
Got at least 3. Gonna get 3 near fall. Now be 8-0.
He's going to go back to the other side with the power half.
And he's gonna get
Sinks
3
both
more.
legs in.
Gonna get 3 more. And that makes it 11-0.
All these Seversons are good in math, let me tell you. All right, into the first 11-0 Ben Stanley. Stanley got deferred to him, chooses up. Norris Titans in those new singlets, white. Looks definitely like Penn State.
Oh yeah, no, I remember. Yeah, those are the new singlets.
Fireman's carry, short Kelly there, right to the takedown, right to his back, makes it 13. two
Nothing.
takedown. Gonna get another one, but he
16.
still gets to go for the fall. Stanley does,
Fall.
which is big.
Yeah.
If he gets off his back, it is a
tech fall.
tech fall.
I didn't know I was allowed to have your jerseys after Penn State in Nebraska.
I know for sure, right? Stanley brings the Titans to the lead with a fall.
That brings up the fall open. Norris was open at 120.
Going to be a bye, forfeit at 120. Holek wins. Now we got Mitchell Jacobs against
Koi Giek. Oh, at 126.
126. Ziak. Against Jacobs. Jacobs on the single. Very aggressive. The Titans are. 2 takedown. Mitchell is senior?
I think so. Brother of Spencer Jacobs.
Wild, crazy match here.
Yeah. Wrestling on the edge. Looks like he's
I think we had some clock issues
I don't
there.
know.
Not too for sure. It's just better if you zoom in here, I'm just telling you.
Yep. Jacobs will cover, and we're wrestling again. And Jacobs has broken it down to Giek has got himself back up to his knees, and now he's up on his legs, but back down to all fours. And Jacobs is getting back points now. He's got at least 3.
That's what the Titans are going to need. They're going to need
Near fall.
bonus points here for sure.
5-0 now.
Jacobs with the turn, working the butcher.
And that's the end of the first period. After 1, Mitchell Jacobs 5, Koi Giek 0.
On their feet.
And just kind of hand fighting here. Giek tried to get a leg there.
Shot.
He's got a leg now, Koi Giek.
Jacobs on the butcher, takes him down, has got him covered.
And that makes it 7-0. Almost.
To right
he's
to
got
the
back
butcher.
Points now.
This is what Norris needs for this duel. They need some falls.
Pin.
And
And that makes it 12-6. Because Norris has a lot of opens.
yes, they do. 1, 2.
2.
York has 1, 2
Two.
also. So
Each
here we go.
team has at least 2. Seward has 4.
They're getting into a good part of the lineup too. Is
Yeah.
Norris is Eggleston, Shane back. Eggleston. I think Brigham's a freshman.
That brings up Chase Eggleston versus Cohen Dye.
Eggleston with the toss. 5-pointer going to happen for sure.
And pin.
Penn.
18-6 now. And that brings up the next match. It'll be Caden Eggleston versus Dakota Brown.
Oh my God, I'm so bad at running this thing. Eggleston qualifier last year. I think won a match or two at
Yeah.
state. On the prowl.
He's got a leg to the back.
Short carry. Almost had him
Yeah.
for a count.
Pin would be huge here for Norris.
I don't know, Mitch. This is like looking at Woolsey and the dark shadows. Almost reminds me of Halloween, huh? Oh, he's got him turned. Definitely got a count on. Norris is trying to jump out to a big 24-6 lead, which they did.
Yep, fall.
Could not see Woolsey, but hey, you do not want to be on your back with this dude.
Yeah.
Everything is looking good.
And that
For
brings
the
up
Titans.
the 145 match. Brigham Schoenbeck versus Franklin Mussengay.
I'm thinking Schoenbeck's a freshman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the freshman.
Yeah, Ben Schoenbeck's the junior.
Bring him. And then you got Cooper Bice coming next. Head ties going. Beautiful scene, though. This is really pretty. It
Yeah.
is a good, pretty venue right here. Good idea by Titan Athletic Program to
Yeah.
highlight the, no pun intended, highlight the wrestling program.
Yeah.
Did you get that one, Mitch?
Yeah.
That was a pun. Okay.
It wasn't a good pun.
It wasn't punny. All right, on the opposite side, single.
Gotta hold on to that leg here.
Musgrave definitely looks like he's a bit older and stronger.
Yeah.
We don't have the years on this, but he definitely looks a little bit put together. Musgrave does.
He played tough against Brett Schliff.
Wrestled tough.
Yeah. Again, in his first match.
Covers the hips. And that is 2. Out to the side for the half. And sits him to a Peterson roll. Gets the reversal for sure.
Yes.
Think he had 2 down.
Yeah.
I mean, he was there for long enough. I think it's 4-2 here, but I could be wrong.
2-2.
So there was no back points awarded. And once again, we're doing it the easy way. We're not over at the match. We're in the studio, so we couldn't see what Woolsey had rocking.
Oh, it's 4-2.
Oh, we were right. He's got a chicken wing in, far side wrist. Not a good situation for Musgrave to be in.
And
And-
that's the end of the first period.
Sometimes I just got to stop talking over Mitch. He knows what he's talking about. Except for this punchy thing. I'm throwing it out there, Mitch. Punchy. Rex Hutler.
Yes.
Okay.
I heard it one time.
One time. All right. That is awesome. Here we go. Second period. 4-2. Schoenbeck got the reversal with 2 backs, making it 4-2 right at the end of this first. Titans looking very tough and aggressive to start out this duel. Musgrave on the single, looking to come through. Musgrave looks like he's better on top. It's just Schoenbeck, he had that reversal to the back, and Musgrave's going to come out. Still not going to get anything. You guys could look and say, well, Musgrave's in control. Well, he's not because Shanebeck still has his leg underneath.
And
Now
me
he's
too.
got it. It's a good scramble.
4-4.
Good scramble by Shanebeck. So he's just going to set him up here from the bottom, or Musgrave going to run him over. But this is right what happened last time, and
Yeah.
Shanebeck rolled him through.
I think Schoenbeck's going to get an escape. Maybe not. Just Mussengay was riding really high on him.
He was. He was up high. He had the opportunity to get the escape, that's for
Yeah.
sure. Good match. Probably one of the better matches of this
Yeah.
duel. I didn't see all the last duel, but this is a pretty good match. Norris has dominated up to here. York's only points at the board are through a forfeit.
Yes. Going into the third period, it looks like it will be 4-4.
Who has choice here? I think it's Musgrave's choice because I think. No, it's Schoenbeck's choice. Takes down. Smart.
Yeah.
But Musgrave, he rode him like
Yeah.
except for that first period when he got that takedown. See, here's going for the roll again. See if he gets it yet. You got a good referee, or very experienced referee.
And
I don't
think
know
he's
if he
gonna get a
gave.
reversal.
I don't
Schoenbeck's-
think he gave it to him yet. I don't.
No.
There's no change of a possession yet. There's still no change of possession. There's no change of control.
Schoenbeck looked like he could have gotten a reversal there for a little bit.
It's a great call by Woolsey. Tough call,
Yeah.
but it's a great call because Musgrave definitely looked like he was dead in the water.
Mhm.
And still, he's not going to get anything here when they go out of bounds.
Mm-mm.
Stalemate. Shanebeck will go underneath. Blood timeout. It's going to go over to the trainer.
Looks like it is Schoenbeck with the blood time.
Good match.
Hmm.
Good match.
Probably our first full match of this duel.
I'm going to tell you what. This 70-pound match is going to be a good one. 2 state qualifiers coming back. 60, I don't know enough about Hoffman, but Courteau was a qualifier last year, won a match.
Yeah. Track Wrestling actually says it will be Hayden Richards versus Kellen Hoffman.
Oh, yeah. So, I wonder. So, Courteau maybe, I don't know.
Because Courteau just got stitches.
Oh,
I
did he?
think. Yeah.
Just like this recently, huh?
Yeah, because they were in wrestling practice, and I think Cooper Spalding got him.
Oh. Great match. 117 left in the third. Musgraves on top, trying to pull.
Yeah.
Come back.
But continuing on with Joe Courteau, he was also out when the captains were out on the
Yeah.
coin flip.
Yeah. I know just listed on the program it was, he was at the varsity lineup.
Yeah.
I don't know when everything goes official, but on the single, Musgrave
Out of bounds.
runs him out. Is it Mussengray?
Yeah, I think it's
Mussengray.
Mussengray.
Mussengray. 45 left. Gotta love wrestling, man. Anything can happen like in
Yeah.
seconds. As a lot of other sports. He's going for that. He's going for that Granby again. That
And-
Peterson roll.
Take down.
Mussengrave. There's no change of
Oh.
possession there. Mussengrave started
Oh,
on top.
yeah.
He's trying that roll though, and he could still get
Out of
some
bounds, yeah.
back points here. Mussengrave is just riding very, very, very tough.
Yeah. Looks like we'll go into overtime if it keeps up like this.
Musselgray on the ankle. Tries to break him down, jumps to the side. Came back. Musselgray doesn't want to get too high, which he does. Still hanging on to that single. Good match. Oh, Schobbeck's he gives it up. He came and attacked that half Nelson.
Yeah.
To win the match.
2 near fall, and that makes it 6-4.
9. That's a 3-point team win for Musselgrave. Cooper Bice coming out, senior, I believe.
Thought he was a junior.
Yeah, just like I said, he was a junior. Junior, Cooper Bice.
Versus Brooks Lewisfeld.
Lewisfeld, Bice. Like I said, Brooks Lewisfeld, son of Kenny Lewisfeld. Kenny used to be the coach at Madison, Nebraska. Great wrestling coach, great program. Graduated from Russellville, was a state champion. And now is the principal at York Middle School. This is his kid, a freshman. Freshman versus a junior. Bice is trying to jack him up, double underhooks.
And take down. 2 points for Bice.
Bice looks very aggressive.
Yes.
And he's got the legs in. Going for a crossbody Turk.
Still one more duel after this one. That one will be Norris versus Seward.
Roosevelt trying for the escape, didn't get hand control.
Up next, according to Track Wrestling, at 160, Hayden Richards versus Callan Hoffman.
Which we do know this, is that Courteau got split. Okay, Courteau got split on the eye, brow, which is a tough one. And you just can't wrestle with that right away. A lot of people wrestle with it a day or two after, it kind of heals up. But if it's fresh, it's not gonna work. Bice on the legs, right side. Working over Lewisville.
Lewisville has a wrist.
Which is basically defense mechanism here. I do not want you to turn me, so give me your wrist.
And that's the end of the first period. Cooper Bice 2, Lewisville 0. Cooper Bice chooses to go down.
Bice down. Quick escape to their feet.
And that makes it 3-0.
Bice has got a lot bigger. I think he used to be a 6-pounder or 13. I can't remember. Shot. Right side single. Lucy left. She had a bail, but we still got Mitch and Brooks here helping. 7th and 8th grader, by the way, providing this amazing picture, along with Mr. Carlson, who just brought me some Subway. Good deal. I can have a half of that between matches. 3-0 Bice. 129, 113. Sorry, the scoreboard runs different on one screen to the next. Lewisfeld on the front headlock. He's in good position. Bice does a short carry. Knee block far side, which is a great move. He just didn't have the momentum going. I tell you what, this little Lewisville kid, I don't know. I think he's a freshman, but he's had 2 tough matches, but he shows well. Low single by Lewis
Yeah.
Felt. Circles right. Bice on the whiz. That's a brutal whizzer, by the
Yeah.
way, man. That is a tough whizzer by Bice. A great whizzer.
Yeah. And two takedown for Cooper Bice. 5-0.
And a lot of people have explained this to me. Wrestling's like a submission sport, and he had that shoulder buried, and gets him with the
Bang.
cradle right away back in.
Three in the pocket easily, and that'll be end the second period. 8-0. Cooper Bice on top. And they will wrestle neutral here in the third period.
Lewis Felt shorts neutral. 8-0. Bice is on a major, digging for that double underhook body lock. Throws. Lewis Felt tries to rethrow. Didn't work out, making it 10-0. All these Titans look really strong out of the
Yeah.
gate.
Don't know how they'll wrestle after one match today.
Yeah, Shane Beck was the only defeat, and he lost only by a decision. And freshman had a pretty good start.
To the back. Oh. 2 back points.
He just needs 3 more to get the tech.
2 near fall. It's now 12-0.
New
52 seconds left.
New rule came in a couple. I think it was last year, maybe the year before, but the out of bounds is way different than it used to be. Just in case you're an old timer watching, you can have supporting points in and still pin them and out of bounds. "35 seconds left." Norris in big time control here.
Yeah.
You're gonna have Richard, Spalding, Shane. Those guys are definitely put together and have had a good career so far.
Reversal for 2 for Loosefelt.
Then he cuts him loose. He's trying for something big here.
Takedown for Bice. Let's see what the score update says.
Should be 15-2.
14-2.
They forgot the 1. But hey, I'm not saying anything because it wasn't reversal. All right, that makes Norris is up 28-9.
Yep, that was a major decision. And that brings up Hayden Richards versus Callan Hoffman.
Hayden with the throw by. Easy too. It's a throw by or slide by. What you do with those, you just take it and kind of push it, throw it by your head. With the tilt.
Looks like he was trying to get in a chicken wing or something there.
Yeah, that was a near arm far wrist tilt that he had. Here is a thread through tilt, thread to the arm. He's got to catch him for a quick 2. Usually that's not a pinning situation.
No. I don't know if he's getting back points yet.
Well, it's like Rule 101 in wrestling, don't expose your back. And if you
No.
do, Woolsey's going to get you for some points. He's got at least 2.
30
He's going to,
maybe?
oh, watch it. That knee
Oh.
is tied up.
Pin.
Pin.
No, pin. That makes it 34-9. And that brings up the 170 match. Cooper Spalding of Norris versus Seth Erickson of York.
This is going to be a good match. Good match right here. 2 returning state qualifiers. From the state tournament last year. Spalding's a senior.
He's a very good wrestler.
I think he committed to Nebraska Wrestling to wrestle. I know he committed to him.
For Erickson.
Erickson 2-0. Spalding's just big.
Blood time.
A lot of action straight out of the gate. Great match to start out. Yeah, Spalding's committed to Nebraska Wrestling. Don't know about Erickson. Only thing I know is I texted Coach Severson today and asked him if he could give me some info, and he said this should be a good one. He said Erickson is good. Both are returning state qualifiers. Not returning state medalists, just returning state qualifiers. Just, I guess, that's not a understatement. My apologies. They're state qualifiers, and hoping to medal this year.
Yeah. 170 is a good wrestling class.
Full of a lot of juniors, seniors. It's
Yeah.
just bigger.
Just a hard class to win and stuff.
Get the crew out, wiping up some blood.
After this match, we have the 182 Ben Schoenbeck versus Keegan Linden.
Yeah, this thing is all but over.
Yeah. There is only 5 matches left, and 2 of them are opens.
Spalding's going to be down. Going to restart.
Actually, I think Norris has won the duel with the 2 opens.
Yeah, the most, well, they could score 30. But they have 2 opens unless they
Yeah.
throw somebody in from the JV side. Spalding's hot out of the gate. Very active.
They would have to promote one of their 170s.
Erickson on that single leg. Spalding has him stretched out, which is a good situation for him. He just has to break those hands. Looks like blood time again, which seems to be working out in Erickson's favor because Spalding had been in a tough situation. I was just trying to figure out that coach was. That must be like Eric Tigerstrom or somebody. I don't know who that was. He was wearing long hair and a cap. Never seen him before. Is that right?
I've never seen him before.
Scoreboard. Oh, yeah. 34-9. Titans over the Dukes. Good match here as anticipated. Once again, seems like there's some problem with the Matt Siemens out there.
They're just trying to keep it clean. It's new.
So they're spot cleaning it with tape. It's just separating for some reason. So they're going to take care of that. They're pulling up the other tape again.
They've already pulled up that tape too. Before. Well, if I was giving a gift to the Norris wrestling team, I know what I'd give them. More tape.
It's expensive, Mitch.
Mhm.
Stuff is not cheap. The old mats they used to have, they were like Velcro, but I don't know if these
Yeah.
are not. I think they separate because they're really brand new. So I think they're when they come, there's like powder on the
Yeah.
bottom. But I'm not for sure. Just depends. What to check into that. Do some CSI investigation.
Just like a pet, needs to be broken in.
Just like it. Absolutely. All right. 2-0. Erickson. Minute 11 left.
And here we go. And
Woolsey's going to check the scoreboard to see what's up.
most of this match has been blood time and mat work.
Yeah. It's been a 5-minute match already, and we're still in the first period.
Yeah.
Erickson on tap. Woolsey with the start. Spalding can't get that right ankle cleared.
One escape, and that makes it 2-1.
Cooper's going to have to come up with a takedown to make sure he gets involved in this match. Erickson had a pretty good shot first period. It seemed to not take that much effort. So 2-1, great match, great young wrestlers here. Spalding, Spalding's on the far side, single, nice high C. That was a great high C right there by Cooper. Just as we go say he's going to have to get a takedown, he does. Now he's on the butcher situation. It's up 3-2.
Blood time.
Still more tape or blood.
How much blood time does he have left?
We gets 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So the thing about blood time that's interesting, you might want to know, is the blood time doesn't last if he's on cleanup. So they just have to stop the blood. So for example, if a guy has a bloody nose, once the cotton's up the nose, it stops and then cleanup starts. So you get 5 minutes, and that's really, really, really hard to burn up 5 minutes.
Not if you're me.
It's happened a couple times in the state tournament, which is really a tough call for the referees.
But we have good trainers here at Norris.
Those student trainers, Haley Pestermeyer Duran and Addie Harefield, they're doing a good job taking care of the duel. They're sitting in the corner doing a good job coaching them on. Videoing, I think, for the Titans, which I don't know why they just don't watch this video. This is top shelf. From Titan Campus, thanks to our sponsor, Norris Wrestling Club and Remax Concepts by Renee Gothard.
You stop. Convenient shop.
Goodhart. First Aid Bank, thanks to Chad Otto for always helping us out. Craig Gaina, Gate and Construction.
Impact Athletics. Norris Association of Educators.
And back to Norris Wrestling Club. This is what you don't want to see in a duel if you're a fan, because it just burns time, you know. Everybody wants to get home and watch like the Blacklist or Thursday Night Football, and they get stalked because we have some blood time. So really you would say 5 minutes is a lot of blood time, but it could be 15 because cleanup could take a while.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because you can't throw somebody back into the pen with blood on them. All right. 19 seconds left. Definitely everybody has enough rest. Erickson down, Spalding on top. He might get some back points out of here.
No.
Spalding doing what he should do, which is hang on to the leg.
Almost to the back. There. And that will end the long first period.
It's a long first period, but I'm telling you, for the short burst that they go, there's some crazy action. Spalding takes down, which is a good idea.
Yeah. Extend the lead.
Yeah, gets an escape. He's up by 4-2. Said it would be the highlight match of the night, and it has been up to the billing so far. Cooper gets that left ankle out.
And that makes it 4-2.
Cooper's wrestled a great match. Oh, hit a shot, then a reshot.
That makes it 6-2.
That was a good piece of wrestling right there by
Yeah.
Cooper. He kind of had a shot, and then Erickson reacted, and then he reshot on him, and just Erickson then put his arm up, and he just went underneath. That was a great piece of wrestling right there. Spalding up 6-2. Coming in this match, you'd probably say it was a toss-up.
Yeah.
And that's why wrestling's so interesting. Erickson came out on fire, got the takedown quick, and if you look at that in a snapshot, you'd say, man, Erickson's going to win this one.
Yeah.
Then Cooper just overcame and just like started doing his own game, and he's just dominated since that first takedown.
Yes, he has.
And Erickson looks a little bit flustered or
Blood
gassed,
time.
and we go blood time again.
Well, that was our longest burst without a...
That
blood
was
time.
the longest burst without a... blood time. Six to 2. Spalding's ahead, trying to get reset.
The next match will be Ben Schunbeck versus Keegan Linden. That is the 182 match. I think the Seward duel will go a lot quicker.
I don't know. Probably there's more opens. Just
Yeah.
depends if they do. On this whistle, Spalding's on top. Erickson's trying to get the escape. To no avail. Cooper has the ankle hooked and looking to run a half. Chainbag last year was a match away from qualifying. Lost in the heartbreak round, I believe.
Yeah.
Spalding's just dominating on top.
And that's the end of the second period.
Erickson
Cooper
hasn't
Spalding,
scored a
6-6. Seth Harrison 2.
Erickson hasn't scored a point since the first 15 seconds, I think, of the first period. Down 6-2. That's not a good shot by Erickson. He shouldn't be going desperation yet. And Cooper does that left side carry, pulls that left arm down, then he carries with the right hand, which is a great shot for him. And Erickson's just diving into it, saying Cooper with a good snap down throw by. And
Takedown.
the throw by again.
Yep.
More blood.
I think it'll be 8-2 now.
I think maybe the blood sticks out more on
Yeah.
that white. I don't know for sure. And we should, they should get like red mats. That'd be
Yes.
good. And then you wouldn't see it as well. So, you notice in this whole thing, they haven't went and wiped anything out the Titan letters. No. So, definitely an awesome looking mat. Have these
That's
student
why they have
matches.
fewer blood times than Nebraska. That
Yes, I
Yeah,
like it.
mat.
Husker Wrestling, they have fewer blood times. And it's collegiate. The referees really don't care, right? And everything was going great, Mitch.
Yeah.
This is a good match, and Spalding's definitely controlling it, which is amazingly awesome. Could be, you know, one of the top 25 matches, longest I've ever had. Erickson on the sit out, Spalding on the ride. He's got a wrist underneath. Erickson's going to have to clear himself off at all to get an escape. Erickson with a Granby. Spalding follows. Ooh, Spalding with the cradle, and he has got it deep.
He wants to pin him before we have another blood time.
That was, he had that cradle locked up tight. Erickson did a good job, great job of getting out of that because that was tight. Spalding with the cross block. Now he's running the power ride or spiral ride, depends whatever you want to call it. Spalding spent a lot of time in the off season. He went to a lot of camps. He went and traveled down to the Disney Duel. No, he wrestled in the Maine Exchange this summer in Nebraska, which is an interesting event. Maine brings these wrestlers down, and they wrestle around the state of Nebraska. Okay, so they wrestle in like 4 different spots. Then the next year, Nebraska kids go up there. So it's all host. So the Nebraska kids would host the Maine kids when they came down here. So Cooper had the opportunity to wrestle in that this summer, and he was recommended by Coach Severson.
Yeah.
So third period, Spalding
Over.
in a toss-up match. I believe, man, Spalding dominated that
Yeah.
one.
That brings up Ben Schunbeck versus Keegan Linden.
And get the blood, people, coming out again.
Why don't we just hire Dracula to drink the blood off the mat?
That's an interesting one. That's an interesting one, Mitch.
He's got at least a snack at last match.
Yeah. Got a text from Chad Bice. Thank you, Chad. You always got to keep me up. Schoenbeck was not at districts last year. Thanks, Chad. Appreciate it. He was hurt, so he wasn't a match away. My fault. Been out of it for a while and only kind of watched the end. So, Schoenbeck, Lendon, in a good scramble situation. Lendon's trying to circle left. Schoenbeck's trying to throw in a power half. And Schoenbeck with the takedown.
2-0 Schoenbeck.
Norris is, I mean, besides you can't look at the score, they've been dominating this
Yeah.
duel.
The next match will be Zach Groth, and York is open at 195.
Pending everything that happens,
Yeah.
and Chester try to get some matches. Schoenbeck out to the left, trying to run that wing and far wrist. Very, very good stuff. Blocks
Gonna
off,
call
looking
that
block
soon.
off the left side.
Yeah.
And you do not want to be here with Brian Woolsey, I'm telling you.
He's gonna go back into it.
Needs to sag back. His hips are too high,
Yeah.
but if he gets him covered up.
York is open the next two weights,
Fall.
and that makes it 43-9.
All right, here we go. Zach Grothy, Hudson, Jacobs. Looks like we might have a match at
285,
285. Zach Grothy.
and that makes it 49-9.
Man, I'm getting old because I had that kid in middle school, and he was a tall, little, skinny kid. He's big. That weight room must be working over in high school. Dang, he's big.
That brings up the 220 matchup, Harrison Hudson.
Harry Hudson. I used to have this kid in class too. I call him Harry. Harry might want to do a little bit of what Zach's doing. He's a young kid, Harry is. Well, he just needs to lift weights. Young, he's only a freshman.
And that brings up our 285 match.
Spencer Jacobs. This is his first year out for a while,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, he's a sophomore.
Sophomore. Spencer
Oh,
Jacobs.
yeah,
Oh, this could be a good matchup. That's just what they like.
Yeah.
They said in football. A sophomore. Spencer Jacobs. See what we got going on here. Spencer is part of the NSDV crew too, by the way. Gets taken down. Throws a butcher on him. Does Velati. Now he's running power half. Spencer.
And pin.
Penn.
Don't worry, Spencer might win a match. Seward is open at 285.
Seward's open at 106. Yeah. Oh, well, yes, he will win a match. Maybe, right? We'll see what happens. But Norris is open 106. That's going to make your score.
55-15. 55-21.
And Norris dominated this duel.
Yeah.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. York won 2 matches, one by fall and then one by a decision. And it looks like we have a JV match coming out.
Looks like we'll have 4 JV matches. Ryan Krause of Norris versus Caleb Torres of Seward. Dimitri Dush of Norris versus Alexander Harwood. Eric Hall of Norris versus Thunder Hayek. And Eric Hall of Norris versus Matt Fear.
All right, our last duel is Seward versus Norris. This duel will start at 120 pounds. 120 pounds for Seward, Justin McConnell. Norris is open. 126 pounds, Seward has Cash Duncan. For the Titans, Mitchell Jacobs. At 132 pounds, Seward has Trayton Hobson. For the Titans, Chase Eggleston. At 138 pounds for Seward, Caleb Jackson. For the Titans, Caden Eggleston. At 145 pounds for Seward, Brecken Shep. And for the Titans, Brigham Sheenback. At 152 pounds for Seward, Connor Rosendahl. For the Titans, Cooper Bice. At 160 pounds, Seward has Eli Heiser. For the Titans, Hayden Richards. At 170 pounds, Seward is open. For the Titans, Cooper Spalding. 182 pounds, Seward has Nolan Hill. The Titans, Benjamin Sheenback. 195 pounds, Seward's going to go with Elijah Utek. For the Titans, Zach Groth. At 220 pounds, Seward has Dustin Hurley. The Titans, Harrison Hudson. At 285 pounds, Seward has Ethan Woolard. The Titans, Spencer Jacobs. At 106 pounds, both teams are open. And at 132,
Welcome back to Titans Wrestling. Titans and the Blue Jays are doing the face-off. Sorry, Blue Jays. Ben Stanley's coming out, shaking hands with Isaac Crow. And thanks for some people texting me and setting me straight during spats. And Bice, Mr. Bice. So here we go. We're going to start off with a JV matchup with Eric Hall. And we're just going to let this play a little bit. Eric Hall's a freshman. Gotta like the mat, man. It's a nice setup. It's a great picture. Just talking to Drew a little bit here, which is the tech guru, over and see if we can get the coaches, our AD, to raise that light a little bit so then it won't be as dark on the edges, but it's a good looking setup. Hall won his first match, right? Yes, tonight.
Yeah. This is the last JV match.
And they did the face-off, so I thought they were going to go right into the varsity,
Yeah.
so it's my apologies. Hall, a big, burly freshman, and has a promising future for sure in wrestling.
Two good matches in the Norris Seward duel. 113 Ben Stanley versus Preston Duray. And 160 Hayden Richards versus Eli Heiser.
Richard came in to fill in for Joe Coteau. Coteau's qualifier last year. Coteau got split. As they would say in Rocky, he's cut. He cut me, Mick. And Mick took care of him. But Joe's out tonight, letting those stitches get set in. Joe's a tough kid and hasn't been in wrestling. He only started wrestling when he was a middle schooler, and done a great job. Eric Hall, freshman, I had him last year in Video News, man, and he's a good kid.
Yeah.
With snap down, takedown, got underneath that far arm to go behind. Eric Hall up 2-0. Spread the word out there, wrestling fans. Unless something crazy happens, we'll be broadcasting all home duels.
Yeah.
And hopefully the tournament.
Yeah.
Last year, Mitchell and, what was it, Spencer?
Yeah.
You guys, they did the Norris tournament. The Ron Severson tournament, they did that, which is named in honor of Coach Ron Severson, who was the first wrestling coach at Norris, Phil's dad. Passed away, what was it, 2 years ago?
2020.
2020, so it was still
Yeah.
last year, early last year. Great man, great family
Yeah.
for sure. Coach Severson, I knew them both actually when I was wrestling in high school. Ron and Phil, Ron was the head coach, Phil was the assistant coach. Eric Hall's on a power half left side. Got him turning, got him going. Woolsey's down on the mat looking for the fall. He's got to get that arm out underneath though. If he gets the fall, you just got to settle in a little bit.
Yeah. Looks like Hall has been in the workroom lately.
He's been in the workroom lifting
Yeah.
weights, huh? Fall. Going to the varsity match. Start out the duels between Seward and York. They started at 106. I don't know if that was a flip or not. They used to flip. Somebody can tell me that out there in the broadcast world. I don't know if they do that or not. And then they went to 113 in the second duel, which was Norris versus York. And then now they're starting at 120 with Norris versus Seward. Norris appears to be open, and Seward appears to be open as well, right? Yeah, okay. Captains come out for the flip, all important to know where you're setting at. Odd matches start with the first match at the duel, which our 120 match will be the odd. Woolsey comes over the table, lets the table help, which is big in wrestling, the table help at what? Any sport, but in wrestling you have to know odds and evens, and you got to basically watch the official, which is no fun because you can't watch the action. Odd is the first match of the match between Norris. So the odd match is 120 right now. That's the first one. Then the even will be the second match, which will be Mitch Jacobs
versus Cash Duncan.
Between Cash Duncan, right? So there's a forfeit there.
Which brings us to
126.
Yep.
Jacobs versus Cash Duncan. So with Seward there, they just threw somebody out there to get the forfeit.
Yeah.
Jacobs pinned his first time around against York.
They throw in Justin McConnell.
Thanks, Mitch. Yeah. Mitch is always on the spot being that color guy, man. Jacobs on the wrist and overhook. Duncan with the takedown. He's got the leg on the inside. He was working for the spladle, which he got, this is a move made famous by Wade Chalice, an Olympian. The spladle, it's just an awkward move. He has to sag his hips out now to try to get the fall. That was an amazing move, man. Do we have a replay on that?
Yes, we do.
That's an amazing move right there. That doesn't happen. A spladle does not happen like that. See, he sagged his hips out there and got the fall. It's a good zoom in. All right. Brooks, you'll have to work on that replay. I'll hook you up next time. Here we go. Eggleston versus Trayton Hobson. Is that right? Yeah, Trayton Hobson. Eggleston right on the quick takedown, makes it 2-0. Got the hooks in. Oh, he's got one in on the right side. Going for a power half far side.
He's riding really high.
Man, I'm telling you what, it would have been really good to have a wrestling duel outside today, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Oh, sagged his head. Hobson's looking for it, reaching for it. Now, this is a situation because, see, Eggleston's still in control. And some people might say, oh, he's got a reversal. Then he goes and gets the guillotine. And this guy's in trouble here.
Yeah.
He definitely had two.
Making it 4-0.
In the shadows, Woolsey's gone too near fall. He's got an underneath thread through crotch tilt. Coach Chase, when he was a freshman, man, and he was one match away from making it to the state tournament. Good kid, good family. Brother's 1 year younger than him, but he looks like he's 1 year older than him. That was a slide by, throw by, right on the edge for another 2. Now, I know it's dark there, but see, he's still in bounds.
Yeah.
The other wrestler's out of bounds hot somewhat, but he still gets
Yeah.
the near fall. The rules have changed, which I like.
Yes, I do.
It's tough for smaller schools and smaller
Yeah.
gyms, though, because they can't get these. This is a full-size mat
Yeah.
here, so you can wrestle that edge a lot better. If you go into, smaller gyms where they don't have the full collegiate mat, which I don't know if this is a full collegiate match, but it's definitely full high school, it's harder to wrestle. Eggleston returns him to the mat. 5 seconds left first.
Chase Eggleston is leading Trayton Hobbs 11-1.
Back in the day, York, who was here first, was coached by Chad Maddox. He's now the coach of York Community College Wrestling. Switched by Chase Eggleston. Wow, that was quick. Right
Yeah.
into the legs.
13-1.
And he's going for this power half again, and he's got Hobson in trouble. That is a beautiful view right there. Beautiful. Boom.
Pin.
Eggleston still is lanky, but he's put on some good muscle on those bones.
That brings up the 138 match. Caden Eggleston versus Caleb Jackson.
Little brother. Had a shot, then a reshot to the other side. Both spin out. Just action after action.
Oh.
Single leg right to his back. This is tight, and it's over.
That was quick.
Here's an interesting fact. A lot of people, they watch like WWF, WWE, right? So they say, how many seconds do you have to be on your back? 3. Whoa, 2. Those referees do that. Well, it's really 2. And it's your full scapula, so it's all the way almost back down to your the middle part of your back.
Yeah.
Which that's what good referees do, which is...
That brings up Sean Beck versus Becken Schoff.
Schaff.
Sorry.
No, that's all right.
Oh,
it's a tough
okay.
name to pronounce. He's a household name in Seward wrestling. I'd like to know what generation this is of the Schaffs. Uncle brother Schaff, Jeremy Schaff, used to coach at Dorchester, I do believe. Laces him up with the arm bar in the back. Schaff is very aggressive. Mitch, does it say what year these guys are on track? No. Sheesh, what the heck's going on? Now Shane Beck's a frosh. And every bit of Schaff does not look like he's a frosh. Woolsey had 1 stroke on. Nah, still only 1. Got the full 5 count. And Schaff is looking to settle in. Shane Beck's trying to get that right arm through. To fight himself out of water.
Three near fall. Making it 5-0. Up next we have Cooper Bice versus Connor Rosendale.
Wrestling on the edge, 20 seconds left in the match. Sorry, in the first. Schaff's definitely controlled this, I think. Yeah. He's done a great job. Doesn't want to let Shanebeck go here. Shanebeck. I always get him. I mean, which one is it, Mitch?
Sean Beck.
Shanebeck. All right, I'm going with you. So who do you think the greatest catcher of all time is, Mitch? I mean, besides Yadier Molina, huh?
Yogi Berra.
Yogi Berra. I like that one.
Even though he was a Yankee.
Yeah. Oh, I can't remember his name. Part of the Big Red Machine.
Johnny Bench.
Johnny Bench. I always remember that he could hold like 6 baseballs in one. 8?
Yeah.
In one hand. This guy knows his baseball. The only reason I know that is because remember that hamburger, the commercial he's doing? It's like hold 8 hamburgers in one hand. All right, here we go. Shanebeck and Schaff. Schaff's up 5-0. Little way through the second period.
Schaff is up 5-0.
That tied to a cross shot's just not a good shot by Schaff. He did earlier, but it's early in the season. Ooh, that was a tap and go. Tap and
Out
go.
of bounds.
You see right there what happened is that he didn't have both his feet in.
Yeah.
So if you'd had that left foot in, it would have been a takedown. Not very good mat awareness. Mat awareness is a very, very important part of wrestling. Shanebeck's hanging on here. Looked like he was going to get dominated in the first.
Yeah.
And Schaff's throwing a headlock. He has 2 on the edge. Both legs are in. He could get the fall out. And
went out.
Out of bounds. Caught him for 5.
So that makes it 10-0.
And Seward's coach, Bob Core, had a question for referee Brian Woolsey. Looks like we got this. It was 2-2, so 2 takedown, 2 near fall. And then we're back on top. Shaw's back on top.
And there's an escape for Brigham Shanebeck, making it 9-1.
Front headlock into a near side cradle. Comes to their feet. All he has to do is get it locked up here, and he's going to be okay. Shanebeck's trying to fight him off. Shop, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
No, that's Shop. You're right. He had quick explosiveness in situations, which wrestling's really all about.
Yeah.
You know, you got to get that moment, and then you got to explode. Shop, he did a good job. Sorry about the mispronouncing of your name. All right, Cooper Bice, 152 pounds versus Connor Rosendale.
This is a big match.
If Mitch says it's a big match, it's a big match.
Because Cooper Bice, major decision.
Cooper with the short drag. I'm telling you what, these Titans just are eating that up. They pull that down and then pull the elbow down and then do a short carry on the far side. It's like a fireman's carry.
And Rosendale won his match.
Except when you do a fireman's carry, you go through the 2 legs, okay? Pull down the leg and go to the 2 legs. A short carry, you go to the hip. All right, Rosendale on the, trying to get the reversal here. Head hunting for Bice. Bice is in trouble. I know we got 2. I don't know if Woolsey had 2 down or not.
I don't think so.
Well, for sure we got the score 2-2. We do not know if there was any back.
No, there was no back.
Not unless we're in the tech world. It's still going.
Yeah.
All right, Bice with a sit to the hip. Trying to hand fight, which is what you got to do on the bottom. It's a brutal world underneath, man. And he gets the escape with 40 seconds left, which is big.
3-2.
As Mitch said, this is going to be a big match.
Up next is the 160 match. Hayden Richards versus Eli Heiser, another big match. Because I do believe Heiser won his match.
Five seconds left. Time ticking down in the first. Yeah, so Richards won against the same guy Heiser faced. So choice in the second period goes to Seward first. Sends it over to Bice. Bice looks at the coach's staff, says, I'm going down.
Yeah, that's a good choice. He's escaped already once today, so.
Yes, yes. And it puts him in a good spot if he's up 4-2.
Yeah.
He's got to get that arm cleared
Yeah.
if he wants to get the escape, and he's got a hand fight. All right. See, this is the crazy situation because Rosendale's still in control here.
He's got a wrist. Yeah, he just needs.
Now he could still be in control.
Yeah.
And he's still in control. And now everybody looking at this like, oh, there's a reversal switch. Nothing's called, man. Woolsey did a good job calling that. You got to let the action take place. I don't know if I could ever referee wrestling. It'd be fun, but I think I'd probably get yelled at a lot.
Yeah.
3-2, Bice.
There we go. And that makes it 4-2.
And that escape, it looks like, oh, Rosendale just gave up. But see, Rosendale didn't have any hand control. Bice already had hand control standing up. 4-2, Bice. Minute left in the second period. I think Cooper's been wrestling ever since he's been like out of diapers.
Yeah.
His dad used to coach the club. He's been around a long time. Just wish him as much success and fun as he can possibly have in the sport, because it's a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
You see Cooper going down and up. That's like changing level.
Yeah.
What he's trying to do is get his opponent to react.
Connor Rosendale.
Yeah, Rose. Oh, he had a 2-on-1 arm. Almost had that single leg going to the right side, or Rosendale's left side. Rosendale's like taking a shot with Bice having his wrist tied up, and that just doesn't make any sense. It's like you're driving a truck into a wall. Rosendale's going to take down a score 4-2. I can't really tell. We got this 4-2.
Yeah, it's 4-2.
4-2, third period. Bice is up by 2.
Rosendale chooses to go into the bottom position.
Where do you get these matches from, Mitch? How did you know this was going to be a good one? Rosendale on the reversal. Bice is still in control. Bice is still in control. Bice is still in control. And it plays out to 2 reversal. And Bice is trying to get the reversal back. Man, that was some good action.
Yeah.
Sometimes right here, you just got to get the escape. I think if Cooper, as I say that, Bice just dumps him for 2 and then back points. That was a great move. Those guys have been doing, Norris has been doing that short carry all night. Then Rosendale's just like, what the heck happened to me? I guess pin me, right? And Bice with a just amazing spurt of effort right there to get the fall.
Crucial pin there.
Yeah, that was a good pin. Good job, Coop. Now we're going on to
another great match, 160, Hayden Richards versus Eli Heiser. Heiser tech-falled his first match, and Richards pinned his guy in the first match.
Yeah, Richards did pin the guy in the first match, and he didn't catch him. He was dominating that match. Good matchup here. Heiser, Richards. Both. Oh, nice shot by Richard. Heiser just like came out like, oh, I'm gonna chill for a little bit, and Richards jumped on that like a dog on a freshly cut bone. That's good reaction. You cannot relax in this sport. And Heiser relaxed there, and he was too close to relax. I mean, it's different if you're like 6 feet apart.
Up next is the 170 match. Cooper Spalding of Norris and Seward is open, which is a weird way to be open at.
It is. Usually wrestling's dominated a ton in the upper weights just because the lower weights, it's just hard to find. Richards with the cross armbar, trying for the cross armbar tilt there. Hayden looks good. I mean, he's in a tough weight. He's going to have to find some place to wrestle on this team because I'm telling you, evidently in wrestle-offs, Courteau beat him, but he looks tough.
Yeah.
He does wrestle a ton in the off-season, freestyle and Greco. I know Richards does. No change of control. Richards ran him off the mat. Didn't run him off the mat because if he ran him off the mat, then it would have been a point. So it's just good action. Richards coming on top. Trying for the escape.
34 seconds left in the first period. He picked him up high in the air there. And there's an escape for Eli Heiser, getting far away from Richards as possible.
He did a good job. He came back to the middle. 2-1. Richard ahead of Heiser. Coming to the end of the first. Heiser on the shot. Seward's choice. Heiser. Down. Richards right in the spiral. Tries a snap back with chin. One escape is given by Woolsey.
Makes it 2-2.
Interesting thing on escape there is that you have to get away and you have to clear it. Then you have to face them.
Yeah.
Two. Heiser and Richards. Good match, good action. Mitch knows how to call him. Called the one before this and this one. I don't know where you get your intel, Mitch, but it's good. Maybe it's intuition, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, Richards on the shot. Right on the edge.
Yep. Blood time.
I don't know. Injury time, it looks like. It's injury time, I do believe.
Nope, no time at all.
Yeah.
Just took him a while to get back up. I thought he was
Now
gonna-
there's
nope.
blood.
Yep. I knew there was going to be blood time because he was touching his nose. And that's where most blood time comes from.
18, well, as you would know, right?
Yes.
Mitch, I mean, Mitch is like, he lost a lot of blood when he wrestled.
Yeah.
Thank God. You got cauterized.
Mm-hmm.
Was it in both nostrils or
No,
just
just
one?
one.
Just one? I think actually, I don't remember. No, I don't know. Dirk Desmond, I thought he almost got DQ'd a blood time, and he was a 4-time champ. Can't remember
Wow.
totally. Yeah. Heber, Nebraska. Now Thayer Central. 2-2 Richards.
Yep.
Heiser.
Watching the state champs is
Heiser's
pretty
not
fun.
shot. Oh, it's a pretty good time, yeah.
Yeah.
Heiser in on the
Shot.
shots. Richards defending. He's on a front headlock. Richardson, good position here. He's got to keep circling, get off his knees, and try to throw by. Heiser comes back with the block to a single. Limp arms out. Man, that's a good scramble. Richard still doesn't have anything. Oh, wow. What a
9
scramble.
seconds left.
That was
That
like a
makes it
25-minute
4-2.
scramble. That was a
Yeah.
25-second scramble. Wow. That was good. 4-2, Heiser. That was a good stuff. I don't know what happened with Courteau, but I'm telling you what, Richards is doing a heck of a job filling in.
Yeah, he got banged up in practice by Cooper Spalding.
Heiser on top. Start of the third. Great match. See, just right there, you thought there might have
Yeah.
been an escape, but there's not because they're back in on the leg.
Great catch there by Heiser. But lets it go anyways. And it's
Heiser
now
kind of just
4-3.
released him, didn't he? He's
Yeah.
like, I can't hang down here forever. Sometimes you might see people try to hang there and get the stalemate.
Yeah.
Heiser must feel pretty good. Oh,
Oh, deep. That was a
that
deep
was a
shot.
very
from
good shot.
Richards.
That was a very good shot. Heiser had pretty good defense
Mhm.
going on it, making it 6-3.
Yeah. Richards is just gassed.
Yeah, I mean, early in the season, first duel, it's tough. You got to get that stamina build up. And, back in the old days, like, you got to go for 6 minutes. And I don't know that that's necessarily the case. I think you got to be active for 6 minutes, but you have to definitely do your short burst and be ready to be able to use those to your advantage. And Richards had a really good night, and doesn't look like he's going to stop yet. He tries a little roll there. Little Granby, Peterson roll, which is just hooking the elbow. Down by 3, he's just got to throw some danger in his game. He's got to have a reversal to his back or an escape to a takedown to tie. Five seconds left. Good match by these two young gentlemen. A very, very good match. Hayden Richard, I know he's disappointed, but he was definitely in that match. Just got to clean some technique up a little bit, and he'll be fine. Good job. Now on to
170. Cooper Spalding and Seward is open.
Spalding. Gonna get the forfeit.
Yep.
Then we got Shane Beck and Nolan Hill. Is that what it is?
And according to Track Wrestling, the 285 match, Spencer Jacobs Seward was open, but now they have placed Ethan Woolard as their replacement.
Oh, they're moving up their 95-pounder. All right. Looks good.
4 matches left.
So I do stand correct. Schoenbeck was hurt last year and didn't make the district. Early takedowns, got near fall going.
3 near fall. 2 near fall. So it's 4-0. 4-1 with the escape.
Schoenbeck is a junior. I don't know. I couldn't recognize him and grew his hair out. On the snap down, nothing yet. Then his hands touched. You only have to have, when you get taken down, you just have to have a supporting point. And it seems to be that Hill is the aggressor here.
It is 6-2.
And he just took him down and cut him loose, which is, if you do the math, which Seversons are good at, 2 and 1, 2 is greater than 1. So if you get more takedowns and escapes, you're going to win. Cut and chase, some people call it. Takedown, let him up. Bad shot by Hill. Tries to muscle through it, which he does.
8-2.
To his back.
Oh, no.
Fall. Hill. 2 minutes.
And that makes it 27-24. And that brings up Zach Groth versus Elijah Utek. We've not seen Groth yet. York was open at the 195, so he got a forfeit.
Wow. These are two strong-looking gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Said Schoenbeck used to have short hair. Groth used to have long hair. Now they're opposite. Groth has a little short haircut. Put on some muscles on top of muscles on top of muscles.
Yeah.
And Utek is not a bad looking specimen himself.
Up next is a 220 matchup, Harrison Hudson versus Dustin Hurley. Both have not wrestled yet today.
Both wrestlers looking for position here. And fighting for control and inside position.
Does Groth do football?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
Drew Carlson tells us he is out for football, and wrestling and football do complement each other.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely for sure. Up in little northeast Nebraska, don't know if you know the name Corey Schlesinger. He actually was a 2-time champ for Columbus, and Tom Osborne was watching him his senior year at the Devaney Center win his second state title. Osborne loved wrestlers. Groth had an underhook. Slipped off? Absolutely. Clint Childs was also a wrestler from Omaha North. I think he won a couple titles. End of the first. Wrestling complements football. Groth gets choice, takes down. And Utek is on top with the near wrist underneath. And Groth basically sits and throws him off. Utek's attacking. Neutral. Groth's got to work in or he's going to get dinged for stalling. To his back. Utek takes him to his back. Now, fall. And he's excited. Utek with the fall. 2 minutes, 40 seconds. Fall.
Still not out of reach for Norris here. 2 more matches to go. They have to win both.
This will be fun.
Yeah.
Is because it's going to come down to Stanley.
Harrison Hudson versus... Oh, yeah, there's 3 matches left.
Harry on the attack. Hurley. Harrison wrestled in middle school. Shot by Hurley. Takedown. Half and far wrist for Hurley. Hurley's taking his time, settling in.
A win for Seward would mean Norris would have to pin the next 2 matches just to tie.
Just got a great text in from my man Chad Bice. Also, Chris Dishman was runner-up to Jeff Ogar. Dishman and O-line, and Ogar was a D-line at the state tournament there in the finals. That was in 1992. Thanks, Chad, for the text.
Pin. Seward has won the duel.
According to our statistician and color guy doing the math, pencil and paper over here, by the way, no technology. Seward has solidified the duel.
Unless Norris.
You can't say unless. You just said they've won the duel.
Unless Norris puts in a 106.
Unless Norris has a 6-pounder, which it don't look like they have any 6-pounder in the drop, unless Kraus lost a lot of weight.
20 pounds.
Yeah. This brings on Spencer Jacobs. Spence tries a little shuck on the tie.
Ethan Woolard went up 2 weight classes. He's usually a 195.
Coming around for the cradle. He's trying to do this cradle where he just pulls him into the lap, which he did.
And I think that's going to be a pin.
Interesting thing about the cradles is I
Now
learned
it's solidified.
this when I had a camp with Dale Bong, and he was like a cradle crazy man. He said the closer you had your lock to the neck, the tighter it was. And he had pythons on his forearms, man, so you never wanted to get a cradle on that guy. Bongi's a legendary coach at Albion, coached forever in the Nebraska Wrestling Hall of Fame. Nobody's coming out for the 6-pound, so the last match of the night's going to be Stanley versus DeRay.
That's a good match.
Nobody knows better than Mitch. He calls him.
Doré won his first match, pinning
Stanley
this guy in 4 minutes and
on
53 seconds.
I'm telling you what, that was a fireman's carry, and Norris is beating people up with that. Drag or fireman's carry, they do both.
And Stanley won his match.
Stanley with the legs in, has got to count on. Stanley was dominant in his first match, and he looks very, very good in this match as well.
Last match of the night.
I don't know where everybody's going as far as the regular season to the end of the season, because you can descend. So I don't know if Stanley has enough body fat on him to get down to 6, but I think Bice is going down to 45.
Which would allow Richards or Joe to...
Yeah, this is just like the starting point. It's way, way, way different than back in the old days. Old days, you actually had to certify at before Christmas, and you couldn't go anywhere after that. You just got your pounds allowance after the Christmas break. Now you can get your 2 pounds allowance. For example, say Ben is a 13-pounder. He gets his 2 pounds allowance, but he only has to make 15. He doesn't ever have to go down to scratch. That's the way it was anyway before I left. You know who would know better? Your uncle.
Yep.
Like rule book genius right there. Stanley is all over DeRay. DeRay will go down. Stanley's up 4-0 with 25 left in the first. Stanley looks good. Tell you who else looked good tonight was that Spalding, Cooper Spalding. Holy cow. Stanley with the wing and wrist. He has that wrist underneath. He let it go, so now he just has the wing, far wrist. Now he's got that wrist underneath. DeRay's in trouble, and time runs out.
He got lucky there. Seward chooses to defer.
Once
And
again, thanks to everybody watching tonight. I want to thanks for everybody for tuning in. Thanks for Mitch for helping out, and Brooks, and then Lucy. She was on the Zoom earlier. She had to leave. Then you always got to thanks to our tech people, the amazing people that we have, and Drew Carlson. He's like the NSDV guru. Brian Williams, and oh, Stanley's in a little bit of trouble here. Oh, and DeRay grabbed a single. I think he got away with it. Because I've watched a lot of sports and on YouTube and streams, and I'm telling you, I don't know that anybody does it better. I'm kind of partial, but this is a good setup, good picture, good view. Just got a new TriCaster, 4K, everything you got going on. Stanley on the tough ride. No penalty points for grabbing the singlet, which was not intentional or malicious. So, going on. Looks like Seward's got this duel wrapped up. I don't think that's necessarily the case of saying what type of team everybody is, because Norris wrestled tough and they had a few more opens. And if you look back at it match per match without any opens, I think they're probably about even. Stanley with the far side power half to raise in trouble. Stanley's got a count for sure. He's got his 3 done. Now he's just trying to settle in. DeRay, Stanley is evidently good in that position. He knew when to bail, and he bailed out, and he didn't even give up a reversal. DeRay's just hunting that head, trying to get his head underneath for the headlock on the edge. And it looks like he does have it pretty deep, but he's got to stay in bounds. Like, Stanley's in trouble. I think DeRay only got 2 out of that.
7-0 Ben Stanley. 7-1 Ben Stanley.
Oh, he didn't even get 2. I couldn't see. Everything. That was a good scramble, though. He only got the escape. It seems like all DeRay has on the bottom is like reaches for his head and tries to step over. Stanley's got to watch that. There it is on the short carry again. Going to bring us to the 3rd. Going neutral. Last match of the night. Did our shout outs to our crew helping out. All these guys are in middle school, by the way. 6th, 7th, and 8th grader. 6th grader Lucy. Mitch is an 8th grader. And Brooks, 7th grader. And our crew of the people that put it all on, make the action happen, Drew Carlson and Brian Williams.
Takedown for Ben Stanley. It's now 9-1.
Yeah, DeRay was on the shot. It was actually a decent shot, but Stanley, he doesn't have to risk anything. He's already in the lead, so he just did a good block. And now he puts the legs in, and he has the power half. And this is where I would say, sometimes they say wrestling is a submission sport, and Woolsey, he just makes sure everything's good, but you like this, you shouldn't put yourself in that position if you don't want your arm cranked over your head, right? Right, Mitch? Okay,
yeah.
Thanks. All right, 9-1 after the Stanley takedown. And this is where it comes to like match strategy and knowing what you got. Stanley's up 9-1.
Yeah.
He's really going to have to go and try to get himself really out of position to do something crazy. And you don't have to, because Norris is already on the board. Norris isn't going to win the duel. Okay.
Yeah.
So he just needs to make sure he keeps himself in position, be a little active on top, and finish up the match. Ben's look really good tonight. Really, really good. Spalding looked good. Ben, Cooper Bice. Both Egglestons. 5 pretty good looking wrestlers right there.
Yeah.
That's it. Norris loses 45-28. That's the match. Beautiful night on Norris campus and a beautiful looking new mat for the Titans. Thanks for everybody watching. Mitch, what do you got?
Bye.
Bye. All right. Thank you. Take care, Titans, and drive safe.